All right, let me get this stream up, and we'll see how this goes. Because I haven't really given these lessons for, well, I haven't really done content on this channel for a little while, or a couple of days, because I'm actually in St. Louis, and family reunion, just haven't really had nearly as much time as I should. Let me just pop out this chat, and we should be able to get things set up pretty quickly. Should be able to get things out set up pretty darn quickly. Go to live chat, my move, minimize screen, minimize this screen, minimize the Photoshop thing that I was working with. And we're going to do that. Actually, that was probably not that great of a move, but we'll see. We will see. It's kind of a strange type of move, actually. I think here, for sure, you would want to double high on that one. I'm not 100% positive, but I'm almost sure you would. Yeah. Okay, it's a little bit strange, but sure. It's kind of a weird shape for black, actually, if you really look at it. He does have D18 there. Oh, okay, now he doesn't have D18 because he just did that. But it is a kind of a weird shape for black. Like, he's giving me a lot of well, he's not giving me that much territory, I guess. I'm actually okay with this. It is a lot of influence out here. Ooh, that's a bad move. That's definitely a bad move. I mean, he has this, but he is making himself a lot weaker. And this does break his outer influence. I can cut, actually. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Because this is actually Gote for him. It guarantees that I'm actually alive. See if he plays this one right. He can cut this way, but if he does that, that's Sente for me. And I can attack this group as well as come down here later on. So it's a little bit tricky for him to actually respond to this. I don't think that's the right response. Because I can just attack this group now. This is alive now. I'm not too worried about this. There is this in the future. There is also this. I'm kind of tempted just to play it now, just to see what his response would actually be. Okay, that might have been a mistake by me. Definitely. That's the obvious response for me. Remember, I'm not really afraid of this because this group down here is actually alive. But this is a little bit risky for me because this group down here is not alive yet. I think I do have to keep coming that way, but that's fine. I can just play this. Whoops. I can just keep coming down this way. This is, oh wait, he has this now, I guess. This isn't actually good for him. I don't think this is actually good for him. There's a lot in there. I think this is alive. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is alive by playing this. It is wasting a little bit here, but I think I'm fine with this, actually. Now he has a lot of problems here. Cutting here, I don't know if this would work or not. Cutting here would be somewhat problematic for him, but also might be problematic for me. I'm just going to come here right now. This move was more for safety than anything else. Okay. Ooh, this is a tough choice for me. Yeah, this is not good for him. Like he almost made like here you if you do that, you have to make the choice to actually fight. And he doesn't completely kind of repair this move. Like I can still cut here and it would still be somewhat problematic for him. I guess not entirely. I'm gonna come up this way. Because if I kill these stones, he's intent on attacking that group. Okay, let me think a little bit about this. Don't think I can do that. Well, I mean, I can, but I won't do anything. I can come here and come out that way, but that could be damaging to me. But this actually might be the best thing I've got right now. This definitely could be the best thing I've got right now. He has to do that. I can give up these two. That's not really a problem for me. I just need to connect my groups. That's right. He should Atari that first. Okay, that's not really an option, is it? No. Yes. Except no. Because Atari here kind of like well, I shouldn't actually do that. No, it's fine. He's dead. Because you had to do the other thing here. This is a really tight situation, so B should play O7. Yeah, he should have played this. Yeah, it's really tight here, so there's not much he can actually do here. It's just this is just a calculation mistake. That's kind of pointless because this is dead anyways. He also has to cover this, otherwise like all of this is dead. That's fine. Since this is dead, I no longer need that, and I'm going to just take this. This is not really in danger, I don't think. I already have the turn there, so I'm not really going to go for that. I'm just going to destroy this territory down here. I do think this is still open. I think he's going to have a lot of trouble if he does this. He can try to jump. If he doesn't jump, then this is obviously alive. Obviously alive if he doesn't jump here. And obviously if this is alive, then he doesn't have enough territory. But there's also problems with answering this way, obviously. Giving me that obviously is not going to work. I'm just going to, say screw it. We're just going to, do whatever. Make sure I'm alive and be happy. That's not that many points. I'm not concerned about this at all. Just got to make sure I don't screw up here and die somehow. Which I don't think I will. I can't do that because he has that. This is pretty big. But so is kind of this. I'm going to go ahead and do that just to fix any problems. This is actually much bigger. S3 is actually much bigger than any of those moves. So this is like the biggest, by far the biggest move on the board right now. Far and away the biggest move on the board. Not even close. Not even close. That is fine. I'm going to make sure he doesn't get all those points. But yeah, it's mainly like one big miscalculation here. If he hadn't miscalculated here, this game would actually be fairly close. I just have to be careful I don't screw this up. Like the liberties can't get too tight here, where I kind of forget. I've actually done that before, so I'm gonna kind of make sure it doesn't happen this time. He needs to connect this. I'm just going to take this just to be safe. Just to make sure there's nothing down here in case he plays G, whatever this is, G3 or something like that. And this is also another move just to be safe. I like being safe when like the game's already won. Being safe when the game's already won is a very, very awesome thing to do. Like this, I'm just going to play here. Make sure I can kill in one move. No chance for mistakes, because mistakes can easily cost you the game. And they have... All right. That is the game right there. Let's actually go back and review this game. So, standard start. That's a little bit non-standard, I guess. I think I could have just done this as well, and then take this spot and let him do this, and then like trade this for this later on. That's a really interesting move. I think generally you would play this or play this, and of course you have the option of coming this way as well once I play f17. So I don't think this is a good move. I'm gonna Hane. This I feel like you would just counter on this pretty easily. I mean, if I take this, this is really not worth it for me. This is just way too much, giving you the stone and giving like 3 points in the corner. I'm not going to do that. So if you counter Hane, I would probably have to connect. If you do this, then I might do this, and we can just play kind of this way, I guess. It is a little complex, or you could just do that, but like I would have to take another move to do this. I would probably come out here. If I take this move to play, you could come out here as well. So there's actually a lot of variation in what can be done here, but I think the right move is B18. Tari, connect, go this way. There is this extending out this way, but this may not be the best thing for you right now because these four are a little bit in danger. But you have to remember that this isn't actually alive either. I don't know if this actually works for me or not. I mean, this would be hard to deal with because I can't go here. So there's a pretty big fight there's actually a pretty big fight if you cut here. I might just go here. You could extend, and then I would probably jump, or maybe jump 1 or jump 2, something like that as well. So there is when I extend here, there is this cut move, because I would probably just let you do that actually. if you don't if you actually don't extend, you have to, like when I Atari, you have to extend. If you don't extend, this corner group's already alive. And if this corner group's already alive, then you're going to be in quite a bit of trouble. Like this is totally different from before. Because this group isn't actually alive, so I really do have to watch the liberties on this group. Like if this group was already alive, I would only have to consider like these 3 stones. But since that group is actually not alive, now because you extend, it's a completely different story. So when I Atari, you have to extend. You can't just let me take the stone. Either way, I don't really like that move, letting me extend here. That takes away this cut in the corner, so I was grateful for that move. I might have been better off just doing this, honestly. I think you would probably just do this. That way, like this group down here, it's probably alive, but it's not completely alive. So yeah, that's why I said like when he played this is probably the better move. Obviously, like I think you at this point just cover. I mean, yes, I get territory down here, and this is kind of weak here, but I can't kill these two, and plus you get thickness up here for the influence. So you're kind of trading bottom territory for the influence. Because when you do this, when you actually do this, you're kind of letting me destroy your influence a little bit. Here, I might have been better off just coming up. You can't really kill it. I mean, I don't know if you can really kill this. I mean, I might just cut with you here, but I might definitely be better off just doing that. But you know, I didn't really know how this would work out, so obviously I just connected. Here, I can just go do this right now, but I don't really want him getting this stone. I don't really want him doing this because these 4 are kind of weak right now. Not really a fan of that. So that's why I connected this up top. Probably not my best move, but still. Here you would just extend down. This is just much more solid. And obviously he might have actually not considered what to do if I actually cut here. But here you definitely just extend down. Because if you extend down, you still have the option to like, play like B10 later. This I'm very much willing to do because it settles my group here, and this is not in danger anymore. I feel like here you would just do this. I mean, if I cut this, you can just play this with these 2, and it makes these 5 stones feel very not good. Because connecting this way, letting me connect this way, this is Sente for me, which is the big thing. And then I get this extension out here, which threatens these 5 stones here. So instead of you getting H6, I got H5. So that's a big, big difference coming down this way. So here I might have been better off just like jumping here. Because this, if you do this, I mean, I can do this. Or like if you do this, I can just go here as well. But it is a lot of territory here, and I didn't really want to give that up. So that's kind of why I connected. Going to do that first, connect. I might have been better off just by doing this without doing all of that other stuff. Extend. I feel like the best play is to play here. I can't go this way, obviously. I think this is just a little too slow. It lets me extend again. If you come down here, I do still have this. So you can't actually go down that way. this is probably better. If I do this, you can just Hane this, and I have to answer. So that let me kind of go. That let me kind of off here. I obviously have to play down here so this group doesn't die. This obviously isn't going to be that great of a move. Playing this out. You leave a lot of cuts here. Like even if I just cut right now, it'd be risky for both players. I don't like having so many disparate weak groups, so that's why I didn't cut right now. So I'm just going to come down this way. I'm going to do this first. And then come here. So there is this move. I do have to do this. And this is one of those, and this is not a great structure for white. So the main point of this, the main point of this is like there is still a G2 move here, and that should have been played sometime along the line, because if you play G2, I have to connect this. So there actually might not be like any eyes here. So like let's say you play this move. Right? This is still a problem if you do this, because I can't do this, otherwise you would just take it. So this is a bit of a problem. So there's still Aji down here that I just left for a long time actually. Here, I thought this was kind of strange that you actually played here. I thought you would just extend, and then I would just play here. Yeah, I mean, I do break your Moyo, but you still have this move in the end. And you still get some points on the corner. I thought this was kind of strange. I don't know if I would have actually just done this. I mean, this is kind of it's a tough call. It's actually a pretty tough call in terms of what's going to happen, because obviously white has this move as well. So it's a bit of a tough call here. Here, I don't know. Like, I don't really know how the trading situation goes here, but I know that if you do this, I definitely get a huge advantage. I think this move is pretty big. I think this move is pretty important as well. I mean, it gives some connection to this group over here. That's fine. Cut. Do that. Extend out. Do that. Yeah, this kind of shape, there's always the L8 move in this kind of shape. Jump out. He does this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. The other answer is to actually do this, but I don't know if that would actually work at this point because of that. Come out this way. So when I come out this way, I think should probably play here, because that still keeps my two groups disconnected. That keeps my two groups connected, and it still threatens like this group. If I do this, then you can do this or whatever to keep attacking this group. So I think like playing this move to keep these two groups completely separated without like risking yourself is probably the best move to do. But I can do this, so there's still like all sorts of things that could actually go wrong. But playing the bottom, obviously letting me wrap around is no good. Okay, there was another move here. definitely another move here that I could have done. Probably this, because if you do this, I can just come this way. But this would leave this group like really, really vulnerable. But that would actually leave this group really, really vulnerable, and I don't really know if I was willing to do that. But you could be sacrificing this entire corner in that if you actually did that. So connect. Yeah, like that would be actually a really tough situation for black. Connect, go here, connect again. That doesn't work, and we showed you why there. So at this point, I don't know, maybe you just go there. But, you know, I would have the same kind of move this way. So definitely a lot of problems with this kind of move right now. Here, see, I don't even know what you would do with this right now. Maybe that. Yeah, I think this is like the only move you could actually do. Connect. I feel like this is probably the only move you could do at this point. But, you know, like, if you do this, and I always have this move in the end, and you would probably just have to give up some of these stones down here. So there's a lot of things going on there that isn't good. Also, like, if you actually do this, you play 06, I can just do something like this. And this would actually put you in a tough situation too, because you have to try to get these two out. I don't really know how this would actually work out. Actually, I don't think it would, because if you do this, I can probably just do that. Yeah, you would still kind of be dead here. So if I do this and then you come down, I'm just going to kill these two, and then pretty much killing this group is more or less impossible. So obviously, like, the fight in the center kind of determined the game. And I think there's a lot of fighting Aji and like ways you can actually think about this fight. And just, you know, especially when you're around this area, when I actually execute this move, when I extend out here, I definitely think you have to play here more than anything else. But black is still in a pretty bad situation because white can play over here. And if you try to attack this group right now, I can probably just take these two. I mean, if you try to attack this group, I can come down here. You still don't have any territory in here because I can always play N4. So you owe me a move here. And if you do that, then, you know, like, you can't really attack this group anymore. So a lot of like early fighting, a lot of mistakes in here that led to kind of like this kind of situation. So that's the game. That's the game review for that. I'm going to play another game. I am actually going to play another game. So if anyone wants to play me, I have waiting for an opponent. My game is down here, anywhere from 4 to 14Q for like a game and a review. Oh man, water feels good. So yeah, I'm open for a game and a review if you guys are interested. I'll wait a couple minutes for a game. Anyone from 4 to 14Q. If I do this, I think people are really used to me doing this in the middle of the day, so doing this. All right. I don't really know what rank he is, so I'm not going to offer a handicap because provisional games I generally don't offer a handicap because I don't really know what their rank is. So you don't have any rated games, I can't really tell. This is the old Joseki. It's perfectly fine. There's actually nothing wrong with the old Joseki. It's a slight advantage to white, but very, very slight. Unless you're playing at the highest levels of the game, which none of us are. At least I don't think we are. It's not going to really matter all that much. I actually don't know how to answer this particular move. I think you do this. I'm not sure. I think you do this. Then I connect. It's kind of... I can come down this way and just give you that. I can go this way as well. I think I'm going to go this way. Getting the Sente here and then being able to extend on M16 is pretty important to me. I actually don't know how to answer that one. I think I did okay. I'm not sure, though. I think this is fine. It does give black a lot of influence this way. Okay, it doesn't answer that. That's fine. A lot of players prefer black, but if you ever want to play a tournament or competition, you do have to learn how to play both. This person's actually pretty good, obviously, because I probably should have came D16 and then cut, but this person's pretty good. He does know most all the Josekis, and I think he's actually forced me down over here, which is not good for me, obviously. His shape here is quite good. He's got a couple of weak stones here, but I think that you can deal with that. I don't know about that move, though. This... I'm not playing well, though. I'll give you that. I probably should have just played this move instead of playing here. I'm going to go ahead and attack this. Because since I already... spent a lot of moves here, like it doesn't make a lot of sense for me not to go ahead and attack. Then Joseki's like an even form trade at the beginning of games. I have to invade this somehow because I've made not a very good shape of... I haven't really made a very good shape right now because he has a lot of influence and potential for territory. When he played M15, I should have just split these two, because neither this group or this group was really much in danger. White does not have much territory right now. This game doesn't really count for rankings. So I don't really mind playing like provisional here. He's made like that. That is actually a really good move here, because he's just seeing like how many points he actually needs in order to actually win. And he is actually making he is actually making moves to actually secure points on the board. He can also divide my two groups, which would actually make it really hard for me to actually live for both those groups. See, like, this is a bad situation for me because he can kill these two stones. I have to play this way. But even if I actually play this way, like, I still don't have much territory myself. And I have two very weak groups. That's not a good move. I don't think those are good moves. Generally, I don't do moves like this, but I think right now it's okay. There's not much to be gained or lost over here. There is a problem. Well, no, there's not. Actually, that was pretty bad by me. He is really trying to kill this, so he's giving me these things here. He can go this way. So he is really attacking this group. I might want to do this first, actually. I don't really want to make enemy stronger. I don't have any eyes here. I really don't have any eyes here, so I do have to watch out. Because he is very, very strong on this side. This is making this down here a lot more dangerous for me. But I don't have a choice. I have to make eye shapes. Yeah, all these moves are kind of dangerous, honestly. I have to make things work. So I'm trying to do this like one group at a time, but I'm making my own like bottom shape very, very weak. Okay. He is really gung-ho on this attack, but I think he made a mistake here. I'm pretty sure for most of this game, I was actually like for pretty much all this game, I've been behind. Especially like letting him actually get the center stone when he played M14 was probably a mistake because if he Hanes this, it's not a big deal. Now he is going to concentrate on killing this group. And he actually might have just done it. I don't really see a good way out of this. Yeah, I don't really see a good way out of this. I think I'm going to play here first. Well, let's see what happens. This is what I get for not like thinking at all. Get into a lot of trouble. I don't know if I can get out of this. I don't think I can. This is not a good, really not a good way to handle things. That was probably pretty crucial here. I don't really see a way to get out of this myself because it's just, he's too strong on the outside. It's too strong on the outside for me. And I'm making this bottom group like really weak anyway, so it's definitely not good for me. That's why I hate playing provisional players. So a lot of them are really, really strong. A lot of them are pretty strong. I should have been able to win this game. I needed to be a little bit more careful. Realistically, but there's actually no way I can get out of this. So I made some really, really big mistakes. I think here I was okay. So let me actually go back to the beginning. I actually don't know really how to answer this. I think this is okay. Because I don't want to just do this and let him get that. I mean, I guess this is fine. I just don't like it very much, but here, I think this is fine, actually. Yeah, this is fine. This is a pretty even trade. This is where I think I made a mistake here. I think I should have just invaded this. Him getting honey here doesn't really matter all that much. I'm alive anyways, so I'm not really that afraid. I should have taken the initiative there and just invaded. he makes the right moves here. I didn't want to just invade the corner and set him up with this big Moyo, so I basically just invaded here. This is fine. I think this was a big overreach here because it makes two really, really weak groups for me. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, this is probably better. Here, yeah, definitely this. I don't think I'm should be as concerned about this. It is. Well, no, I mean, I have this, so he can't do that anyways. So I guess that doesn't really work. I should have just calculated this out better. So yeah, if I did this, like, I wouldn't have that much to worry about here. But this is a screw up by me here. But all these are bad moves for me because it makes him a lot stronger over here. Because it's kind of like borrowing from one to go to the other. Here I probably needed to play this right away. Yeah, I think like at this point, this group is pretty much, once he did that, I'm pretty sure this group is just kind of dead. So I didn't really have a good way to answer this. So yeah, that's like attacking the two weak groups works. Attacking the two weak groups work, and definitely like a big miscalculation on my part to not play here. And obviously, like, since I'm not really that good with dealing with Moyo, like once he played this move, I should have just split the two. I should have just split, because if I had done this, none of those things, like none of that stuff would have actually happened, and I could have actually contained his territory as well. So that was like my big mistake here. Several of my mistakes here, like not ignoring this move, kind of like not ignoring this move and extending and letting him make the big Moyo. And of course, like when I actually invaded in here, I made a lot of mistakes as well. So that's going to be the lesson for tonight. Like and subscribe, hit the bell notifications button. I will be back later. I will be back in a couple of days, and I will see